I know some of y'all are probably in the bed already, but I figured I'd come on here real quick and say hello and check in with you guys for a minute, see how y'all doing. And to be honest, in case you're wondering how I'm doing, I'm frustrated with life. um, I just wish life could be a little bit better. Nothing wrong, really, seriously. It's just the fact that life is not as going in the way I expected it to go. For example, I move across 1,100 plus miles away in a whole nother state, a whole nother city, and thinking for some reason, don't know why, I was thinking to expect more from some of my friends here, but it's like they all disappeared literally after I got here. Like a few months in when I was here, like my homeboy, he was always calling me, he was always hitting me up, checking on me, blah blah blah. We hung out like maybe once or twice at Texas Roadhouse, and that was it. And he just fell off the face of the earth. And then one night he drunk calls me, celebrating his graduation deal with his master's degree or whatever. And I was just like, good for you. But don't drunk call me at midnight thinking I'm going to keep answering the phone every time you call me, thinking that something seriously wrong because he never calls me. But yeah, I just thought I'd share my 2 cents on don't expect anything more, don't expect anything less out of people. So yeah, I just figured I'd come on here real quick to check on everybody, see how y'all doing. I hope you guys had a fabulous Labor Day weekend. What did I do? Absolutely nothing. I stayed home as usual, cooped up in my lowly apartment with nobody around as usual. Um, I've been studying a lot of my modules and stuff because y'all know I'm in real estate school, trying to get my realtor's license. And if I'm not studying, I'm doing Uber, playing taxi driver on the weekends. But outside of that, I don't do anything else in my boring, lowly life but stay home and study and go to work. Literally, that's all I do. I wish I had more of a social life. Sometimes I kind of wish I had, the social life where I don't need a whole bunch of friends to make me happy, but I wish I had some around who would care to invite me to different places and care to travel with me. I'm always by myself, and I'm personally sick and tired of it. I don't mind solo traveling. I love being by myself sometimes. It's very peaceful when you don't have a lot of noise around you. But when you see some of your friends traveling and going to dinners and shit like that and they don't ever invite you, it makes you kind of feel a certain way. And that's why I came on here and I wanted to preach a little bit and show you and tell you guys if people clearly don't want to be around you and they don't give a fuck about you, you better take it with a grain of salt and take it for what it is. Because when somebody shows you their true colors, you better believe it. I'm so serious. You better believe it. I'm dead ass. Like, I don't normally give people second chances, but in certain cases, I will. It depends on the situation. However, I just feel like if you wanted to be around me, you would have been around me. I shouldn't have to beg a motherfucker to be around me or beg for a seat at the table. I shouldn't have to look and find other strangers and call them friends or make friends with different strangers out here and just to go places because I don't feel like being alone everywhere I go. You love to travel? So do I, Melissa. So do I. I just can't stand traveling by myself so often, especially places where I've really never been, like places like New York. Places like New York scare the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie. Places like Chicago scare me. I've been to LA a million times because I have family out there in LA area on my dad's side of the family. But outside of that, that's all I've pretty much been to. Of course, the South, because I'm originally from Texas, but not so much of the East. Like the furthest east, I would say, is here, Virginia, where I'm currently at, DC and Maryland, but that's about it. I haven't went any further along the East Coast. And I would love to explore some more of it. As much as I would love to explore different cities like Philly and Seattle and all this other shit, I don't want to be over there by myself where it's super populated and I don't know shit about the city. I don't have any type of guidance. I prefer to have a tour guide or a travel guide or be in like a travel group with other people that actually love the fucking travel, you know? instead of having me just, let me pick a spot on the map and go travel somewhere and not know shit about that place. It's kind of scary sometimes. It is. It is. I've done it before. I went to San Francisco by myself and I felt okay. It's California. You know, you can't go wrong. But outside of that, no. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'm at the point of no return and I'm really feeling some type of way. I mean, how would you feel if you were in my situation and you thought you changed your life for the better by relocating out of state and knowing people in that state who have been in your life for years, I might add? These aren't people I just met. Um, that don't come around you, don't invite you to shit, but then call you when it's convenient. Nor any of your family members, by the way, call you when it's convenient. Yeah, I usually go with my whole family I talk to. That's good. I'm glad you're very family oriented, Melissa. However, I don't have that option. I don't have that luxury, unfortunately. You see, I have a family who appears to be super selfish and they like to do their own thing. And unless it's about them or their children, which I understand they have kids and stuff, they don't give a fuck about me. They could give a rat's ass of what happens to me. I hate to say it, but it's true. I was laid up in the hospital when I first got out here and I had surgery done. It wasn't major surgery, it was a minor surgery. It was a women's surgery that I had done because I had fibroid issues, but still, I had to go under the knife and I had to go, to sleep. They put you to sleep for this shit. And even that, none of them cared to call, none of them bothered to see how I'm doing. They just Facebook me. If it's not on Facebook, they'll text me. But yeah, Facebook and text messages is all I get. Nobody calls my phone. Nope. But yeah, as much as I would love to be more family oriented, there is no family. I'm gonna be honest, there is no family no more. Family ain't the same no more. And to be honest, it's just niggas. Niggas don't know how to act right. I don't know how it is with white families. It sounds like you come from a white family. But most of the time, white families, they're very family oriented and they know how to act right. But black families, not so much. They're very highly dysfunctional. And they're too goddamn competitive. People are too busy competing for you with the wrong reasons and don't even know what the hell is going on with you until you say it. But the only time that they are family oriented is when the holidays come. Then a motherfucker want to find it convenient to invite my black ass to be at this fucking table. For what? What do I want to be at the table for? And you don't even talk to me. What's the point? Only thing nice when their hands are out for something. Right. Facts. But see, it's different for me because my family has a little bit of money. They come from a little bit of money and they have inherited a lot of shit. So it's not like that for them. I don't have that issue, thank God. But there are some people I know that constantly have their fucking hand out with other families and shit. But nobody cares anymore. Exactly, just what Melissa said. Nobody gives a flying fuck. And I see it. I see it for the bullshit. Does it hurt? Hell yeah, it hurts. I think about it all the time. That's why I don't sleep well. But I came to the conclusion that only God got me. And it's just literally me against the world, honestly. Now, I won't say that I'm completely asked out of, quote unquote friends or acquaintances, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But I do have some really good mentors in my life. And one of them happens to live here. Shout out to Miss Yo if you're watching, because I know she likes to watch my channel. She's one of my elders and mentors that actually gives a damn. The other elders and mentors, not so much. I hear from them every now and then on a blue moon, but there are some, but it's a very, very small percentage of them that will reach out to me to check on me. But outside of them, I really don't have anybody, to be honest, y'all. I'm not joking. Like, I have my one white friend that lives all the way in Florida, but me and her go way back. We used to be in the military together. And I'm gonna tell you a clear example. So me and her had a little reunion. We met up in the next town over, about an hour away. And she was here on a job conference for her sales gig. She's like a consultant or whatever the fuck. Some rich ass fucking job where she just travels around the world and gets paid to consult people to whatever the fuck. And she still took time out of her busy schedule, even though she was in training, to still hit me up and say, "Hey, sis, I'm in town. What are you doing? Maybe we should get together and have dinner. I'm going to be here for about a week." And guess what? We met up. And I haven't seen that girl in over 17 years. Now, that just goes to show you somebody who I haven't seen in nearly 20 years, 2 decades, can meet up with me out of their busy fucking schedule, and they travel the world, I might add. People here can do the same. I'm just saying, people here can do the same. They just don't want to, or they can find it convenient when they want to, or they find it convenient to talk to you if they feel like talking to you when the time is right. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm the type of person that won't beg a motherfucker for shit. I don't ask people for shit. I don't ask for handouts. I'm a very self-sufficient, independent black woman. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I have my own money. I have my own car. I have my own home. I am not a homeowner. I'm a renter. But I have my own shit. I don't live with anybody. I don't live with Pookie and Ray Ray and Nene. You know, I have my shit together. I mean, I have the best job in the world, but it pays my bills. You get my drift? I don't depend on shit. And yet still, I get treated like the third party. I get treated like the third world that don't exist. But oh, wait, until they need my black ass advice, then they'll hit me up. And then they want to talk to me. And then they want to reach out to me when it's convenient. Because they're feeling some type of way and they're hurting and they want to talk to somebody. But when it's the opposite way around, the shoe's on the other foot, oh, they're not available at all. No. And to be honest, I'm highly sober. I'm not even drunk talking like this. This is me sober on a Sunday. um, yeah, so don't even think this is the alcohol talking. There is no alcohol. I'm very clean and detoxed at this moment. I'm actually detoxing this whole entire week. Minus the chicken wings I'm scarfing down. I will be detoxing starting tomorrow. I got a whole slow cooker cooking some fire roasted tortilla soup right now. So I'll be doing that all week along with my detox juice. But anyway, yeah, in a very sober, clean mind as we speak, I'm just sharing the facts and I'm just expressing how I feel because I'm just like, people don't understand until you really tell them how you feel. And once you put it out there, oh, then all of a sudden they feel in some type of way. They'd be like, oh, what's your deal? What's your problem? Da 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 da. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. No, there's no need for no explanation now. Because 5 seconds ago, you didn't give a fuck about me. But then when I put out a video, like a TikTok or something, oh, everybody wants to care. Everybody wants to get involved. But yeah, another clear example, a girlfriend of mine who is a really good friend, not too far from here, probably about a couple hours away, keeps telling me, oh, well, wait till I get a job, then we can hang out, do some more things. And I understand finances, are strapped. I understand people are struggling, but she's not one of them. And I'm going to tell you why. She's the type that will travel everywhere and anywhere but home with her cousin, her favorite cousin, and go out of this state like it's nobody's business and lock, pop, and drop it in the club for her birthday, by the way, that she just had in Miami for like damn near a week. Then come back and say she broke. She can't do shit. But then turns around and says next year she's going to the DR, the Dominican Republic. But yes, she broke. Okay. Look, all I'm saying is people pick and choose who they want to be around. And they damn sure don't want to be around my ass. And I got that now. Now, she's been there for me since day one, since I was hospitalized, since I had my surgery and stuff. That's why I said she's a good friend. But would I reach out to her for her advice? Fuck no. Because she's the type of person that if it's not about her, if it's not about whatever she got going on, she don't give a fuck. But unless you really need her, is she dependable? Yes, somewhat. But every time I would attempt to hang out with this person, there was always an excuse, and it was pretty sorry. And the only time I actually hung out with her was when I first got here, and that was months ago. We hung out like back in March time frame at the Potomac Mills Mall. And after the mall, we haven't hung out since. I just feel it's kind of very shady. It's given skeptical, you know what I mean? Like it makes me feel some type of way. You say that you want to be around me, but you never made time to be around me. But yet you travel and you go to Miami, you go to the DR and all these other fucking places. No type of invite whatsoever because I'm poor. And because I'm in the poorhouse, I'm not capable or cool enough to join the crowd. And that's fine. But don't expect to get anything from me. Don't expect to get anything or any type of reaction out of me because I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit back and watch it. Yes, just travel and do what the fuck you want to do. I don't care. At the end of the day, just know that people pick and choose people. It don't matter who it is. And to be honest, I don't know what to call a friend anymore. I don't know what to call family anymore. I just know that I have some elders in my life who are mentors. I have mentors, plenty of them, but not exactly friends. No. Mm-mm. No. I have more pen pals on the internet who are more strangers than others that support me, like you guys here on YouTube and TikTok and wherever else, or IG. But outside of the strangers across the internet, yeah, no one really says anything. Unfortunately, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad reality. But yes, you're exactly right. People definitely would make time for what they truly want. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. And that's why I tell people don't expect more, but expect way less from people that you expect more from. Because I've came to the conclusion that you have to do a lot of self-care. You have to do a lot of positive things for yourself that you really want to do. And because nobody ever wants to be around me and nobody ever wants to travel with me, I have to do everything by my fucking self. And now I'm at the point where I'm just going to be like the white people and look for travel groups and travel in packs with complete strangers across the world and start go backpacking or some shit. Because my own fucking friends don't want to be around me. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it's true. And if they're watching this, I don't give a good goddamn. I really don't. Just know that the bullshit speaks volumes, and I see you for the filth that you are. Complete filth. Americans entitled and privileged to complain. Who? Me? Are you saying that I'm entitled and privileged to complain? Because I'm far from being entitled and privileged. I know you ain't talking about me being entitled and privileged. Where are you from? And what country or planet did you come from? Because I'm far from being entitled and privileged. Oh no, not me. They might be entitled and privileged. I'm not. But all I'm saying is that people act like they're too good to be around certain people, especially people like me in the po house. That's all I'm saying. Because it's like, I don't know what it is, but some people portray this imagery like if you're not on the status level of Beyonce, you can't hang around certain circles or certain people or certain friend groups. They just want to keep you to the side like other people and, you know, bring you out when it's convenient to bring you out. But when they really need someone to talk to you, then they'll be like hitting you up like, hey, what should I do in this situation? Or what should I go in this situation? No, don't even bother me for that. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be so ghost. and so unbothered that I'm going to be so unreachable, it's not even funny. You're not going to get a text back from me. You're not going to get a phone call from me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing from me. If you want something from me, unless you say what you want instead of what you doing, ho, and what you doing, don't what you doing, ho, to me to death. Don't what you doing to me to death, because that is a pet peeve of mine. When people say what you doing right now, what you doing right now, and instead of saying, hey, how's it going, and having a real fucking conversation, yeah, you're gonna get nothing back in return. Mm-mm. Because I'm the type of person that just won't respond to your ass. I just won't. And it gets old. Oh, it gets very old. You'd be surprised how many people say that shit to me every day. I actually try to have conversation, but people don't want to do the same in return. I don't know why. I feel like right now we're living in a world of pure selfishness, laziness, and recklessness. That's how I feel. I feel like the world is a complete wreck, and the people in it just don't give a fuck. They don't. But that's all I wanted. I'm not gonna rant and rave and sugarcoat anything anymore, but I just felt I needed to express my 2 cents and come on here while I'm still eating my little chicken wings. But yeah, like I said, don't expect anything more. Expect way less from the people that you really know. Yes, all the above. They straight up just don't care. Right, exactly. Um, I just know that I have to keep myself 10 times more occupied and busy to keep my mind from rambling. I don't stress out about the shit. I don't overthink anything. I just, at the point of no return, you know? Return to sender. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That's me right now. As selfish as a motherfucker wants to be, I'm going to be 10 times more selfish. You think you're going to get a response every time you text me? No. Mm-mm. You can think you're going to get a response every time you call me? No. The only people I will say I will pick up my phone for is my mentor friend from YouTube that I just told y'all about. If it's not my mentor friend, it's my other friends who don't even live over here that actually have real conversations with me, like the white friend in Florida. I had just talked to her tonight and asked her how she was going with her new job and stuff. She was telling me everything about her next travel deal and then her next projects and stuff. And the other friend that's in Texas. Other than that, yeah, no. If it's not one of them 3 women, I ain't picking up the phone. Mm-mm. For what? I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't have shit else to say. I'm not wasting my time nor my energy on ungrateful motherfuckers that don't want to waste their time or their energy with me. I'm at that point in life. And I don't give a damn who's watching. You can share the fuck out this video and be messy and backstab me all day long. I don't care who the fuck watches this channel and shares my video. It don't bother me not one fucking bit because I'm a grown ass, black ass woman that has her shit together and people can't stand to see it. I'm just gonna be honest. Because I'm just like, there's no explanation for it. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else for me to explain. What am I going to explain to somebody? The truth is the truth. Exactly. You know, I'm just fed up. To the point where I'm just like, fuck it. Fuck it and fuck everybody in it. I don't care. I don't. And I try to be positive about the situation, but it's kind of hard to be a positive motherfucker in a very negative world that we live in. And you literally have to be your own cheerleader. I'm going to be honest. You have to uplift yourself. You have to really take care of yourself because nobody else is going to do it. and don't expect anybody else to do it. Now, unless you have children or something, or somebody close to you that's very, family oriented or something, that's a little bit different. But because I am single and childless and I don't fit the narrative with the two-parent household and a white picket fence and 3 kids and a dog, I'm the crazy one. But yet I don't bother anybody. I don't get in trouble. Nothing. I just mind my black owned business. I get up and go to work every day. And I stay productive 24/7. Whether if it's work, whether if it's studying for a real estate school, whatever. I keep myself busy. But like I said, the moral of the story is you got to be your own cheerleader. Life is short. You can't stress over people who are irrelevant. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm just like, you talk to me, you talk to me. You don't talk to me, you don't talk to me. That's fine. I don't care. And you know how much I would just love to be so close to my siblings. I would love it. But because we've been so far apart for so long, that bond has been so broken, you know. Um, I just wish that, you know, things could be a little bit brighter and better. You know, I love my nieces, I love my nephew. Nothing against the children. It's just they whack ass mommy and daddies. They whack ass mommy and daddies ain't shit. But I'm so far removed, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna waste my time even traveling back and forth for the holidays anymore. I told myself when I left last year and I moved all the way out here, if you want to see my black ass, you hop on the plane and you come over here and see me. I'm not going down there to see anybody. I don't care who it is. I don't care about holidays anymore. I don't care about none of that shit. You want to see me so bad, you hop your ass on the plane and go get a rental car just like I do every year. Yeah, for like the past, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, I've been flying back and forth to my parents' household and getting rental cars because everybody was too fucking lazy to pick my black ass up from the airport. And the airport is about a good 45 minutes to an hour away. And because nobody wants to spend the time on a holiday to pick me up, I spare them instead of inconveniencing them being a burden or a pester, because that's how I feel. I would always get a rental car and spend extra cash just because nobody would pick me up. And I know nobody would ever pick me up. I know that for a fact. Not even my own dad would pick me up from the airport. But yeah, I came to the conclusion that I'm tired of spending money for useless motherfuckers. And if y'all want to be involved around me, you're going to have to spend money to see my black ass now. Because now you have a reason to get on the plane. And that was when I lived in Texas. That was the sad part. When I was in Texas, my parents are a little bit closer to the Houston area. They're in a smaller town. I was living in Dallas at the time before I moved all the way out here to Virginia. And I was about a good 4 or 5 hours away. And I don't like driving like that, especially during holidays. So I flew because it's convenient to get there in an hour to the next city. And the closest city to them is Austin. And Austin is like maybe an hour, hour and a half, give or take. But yeah, it's very crazy. None of them would bother to pick me up from the airport on a holiday. My brother would drive 2 hours away outside the city to go eat fucking food with mommy and daddy. And my sister was right there. All she had to do was come and get me the night before if she really wanted to, or whatever, made plans to arrange to pick me up. But no, I either had to Uber, which I never did because Uber is ridiculously high. And you're going to pay about $100 to get from the airport to whatever you're going to go to, or get a rental car and have a choice. And last year I decided to stun on the motherfuckers. I rented a Corvette. Just for shits and giggles to show them, like, yeah, you're gonna miss me when I leave. And I did a very spontaneous rental just to show you I don't give a fuck and I don't need nothing from you. And the Corvette rental wasn't bad. It's not like it was $1,000 or anything. It was only like, I want to say $300 for like a day with taxes and fees. It was like 180 a day. And the only reason why it was so cheap is because I got it from an app called Turo. I tell people, if you ever want to live like you're living a lavish life and you want the lavish experience or whatever, or you want some badass car rentals for half the price, Turo. It's basically like a Uber for rental cars, but you're borrowing the owner's cars. So you can either meet the owner to pick up the rental, or you can have that rental delivered to the nearest airport. And that's what I did. I had them deliver the rental to the nearest airport that I flew into, and then I drove from there to mommy and daddy's house. But yeah, even with that, they weren't even impressed. And it was so funny how everyone reacted because people were like, "Oh, there goes so and so's fancy rental. I told you she was going to get something cool." I said, "How do you know it's a rental? How do you know it's not my car? How do you know I didn't drive this car all the way from Dallas down here?" "Wait a minute, you drove?" I said, "Yeah, I have the pink slip. I just bought this car." My sister-in-law, her eyes got so big. She was just in disbelief. She really thought I bought a Corvette. I said, "No, you're right. It was a rental. I just thought I'd throw some shade on you just because you just think that I'm in the poorhouse. I can't afford nice things." Don't think because I drive a Hyundai Sonata, I can't afford to rent a nice car. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I just thought I'd stunt and throw some shade on them before I left. And that was Thanksgiving last year. I normally don't go down there for Christmas or whatever, but yeah, I mean, I just thought it was hilarious. I just said, I'm gonna go out with a bang and rent a badass sports rental just to stun on them one more time before I leave Texas. I thought it was hilarious. I must say that my family is huge, 9 brothers and 3 sisters. Ooh, damn, it's 12 of y'all? Shit, that is a huge family. I have never had to experience that type of nonsense. Would be fighting to pick up one of our siblings, uncles, or aunts. Aw, that's so sweet. That's very nice. I'm glad your family is close. I think because my family is so small, that might be a reason why people don't give a fuck and they don't care to get along. It's just me, my brother, and my sister. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby of the three. My sister's the middle child. She's like 44, I believe now. She ought to be about 45, somewhere around there. And she has 2 children and a soon-to-be husband. Don't know when she's gonna get married to him, but and my brother is the oldest. He's almost he ought to be about 47, 48, somewhere around there, almost 50. And he's got 2 children as well. They're practically grown. But yeah, you'd be surprised. It's just my mom, my dad, me, my brother, and my sister. Very small family. And none of them talk to each other. They only come around only for the sake of our parents. Our parents try to keep the family like together, quote unquote, for holidays. But outside of the holidays, I never see them. I never see their children. Nothing outside the holidays. And that's if I come down there. Half the time I don't even go down there. I only go down there when I feel like it. And unless my mom asks me to come around or some shit, then I never would go down there, honestly. That was the only time that everybody would see me was during the holidays. But yeah, no more of that. I'm tired of that shit. You want to see my black ass? You fly up here. You get a rental car. You see how it feels. Because I'm not about to keep doing that. I'm not going to entertain motherfuckers no more. I'm just not. I'm at the point of no return. You see me, you see me, you don't, you don't. But yeah, damn, that's a big family. Sheesh. But I could kind of understand with your situation, you have a lot of members and y'all are probably really close because y'all have such a big family. But with us, no. Mm-mm, not at all. It's pretty sad. It's pretty pathetic. I hate to say it. But yeah, no. Everyone's living their own life. And the only somebody that actually did give a fuck about what I had going on in my life was probably my soon to be brother in law, my sister's baby daddy. He's an older Mexican guy from Mexico, and he's sweet. His name is Pablo. He's a very sweet guy. Out of that whole entire family, somebody who's not blood related to me, by the way, only by in laws, is my brother in law. My brother in law is the only person that would actually have a real conversation with me and ask me real like questions like, how's my job going, how's acting going, did I do any movies lately? But nobody else. No. No hello, no how you doing, nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing at all. But yeah, that's like the only person I would probably miss the most is my brother-in-law, my sister's baby daddy. But other than him, nobody has real conversations. And fuck my brother. I don't care who fucking sees this shit. Fuck him too. Because me and him had a bone to pick before I left Texas. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick if I haven't told y'all. Right before the holidays, I want to say this is like summertime. It was like around June, maybe July. And my brother had the nerve to text me one day, and out the blue, just randomly, he don't never text my phone. Like, this is how removed I am from family. And he was like, hey, sis, me and dad might come up to Dallas and eat some barbecue and wanted to know if you could join us and eat lunch with us one day. Sure. Just let me know the place in the town, in the side of town it's on, and I'll come meet you guys. Okay, well, we might be up there this weekend on up in Fort Worth area. Okay. And he sent me the address, and I looked and I timed it out on the map, and I said, ooh, that's about a good hour from me. It's a drive. And then I told him, I said, oh, I just looked on my calendar. I said, I just realized the date that y'all are coming. I said, I'm going to be donating plasma that same morning. And I told him I may not be able to drive after I donate plasma, because I used to donate plasma a lot when I was living in Texas. That's when times was really bad. And he was like, oh, okay. And then after that, I didn't hear nothing, crickets. But I told him since I couldn't make it to him after I donated plasma, he could bring my dad and him to my apartment. And I gave him my address. And I said, if you don't want to stay, that's fine. You could just drop me off a plate. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing else to this man. Don't you know that this Negro texts me the next morning and says, hey, sis, I'm sorry we couldn't make it. Dad was very tired and we decided not to go. I said, oh, that's fine. I understand. And I'm thinking he never came to Dallas at all. And mind you, my brother and them, they live in Houston. They're far as shit. So that same day, on Saturday, the day after when he had texted me, I decided to take a drive to the country to visit my uncles because I love chopping it up in the country with kinfolk. Man, uncles are the best, especially the drunk uncles. They are the fucking best. Them niggas love to play dominoes and spades and barbecue. They have a good old country boy time. So I was chopping it up with my uncles on the porch right before I left. And one of them said, hey, niece, I seen your brother and your dad was at some fancy barbecue spot. That barbecue show looked good. I said, what you talking about? How'd you know they was at a barbecue spot? He said, oh, they posted it on Facebook. Look. And I looked and lo and behold, there goes my fat ass brother and my dad eating barbecue without me. That same day he said that my dad was too tired to make it. They actually drove all the way from Houston to fucking Fort Worth, which is about a good 4.5 hours away, and drove all the way to fuck back without even telling me that they came. And didn't even invite me and didn't even say shit. And he knew about my plasma appointment. He knew that I couldn't drive down there. So I'm just like, why wouldn't he tell me that he was in town with my dad, who I barely see on a blue moon, that's much older now, and not come by and say hello? I told him he could have came by and said hello. Like, what the fuck? I said, okay, bet, I'm good. I said, I'm done with this family now. I said, I'm completely done. Yeah, it's selfish as fuck. Absolutely. It's very selfish. And this is why I don't have no sympathy for none of the motherfuckers. If it's not about my nieces or my nephew, I don't give a fuck. If it's not about the kids, don't call me for shit. Because like I said, I have nothing against the children. It's their mommies and daddies, and mommy and daddy is stuck up. So I didn't say nothing to my brother. I said, I'm not going to even say nothing. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be cordial. I'm not even going to cuss him out. I'm not even going to say nothing. And then I called my dad the next day when I got some advice from my mentor, and I asked her, what should I say? And she told me, you should ask him, like, what happened and how come y'all didn't stop by, just to see what he says and check on him and tell him how you feel and see what he says. And I did. I took her advice. So I called my dad and I said, well, I seen on Facebook that y'all went to the barbecue spot. How come y'all didn't call me? I said, y'all could have brought me a plate over. It sure did look good. Looked like y'all had a good old nigga time in the country. He was like, Rashad didn't call you? Your brother didn't call you? I said, no. He texted me the next day thinking that y'all never came and y'all actually did come. But no one told me that y'all were down there. I said, what time exactly did y'all get down to the barbecue place? I'm curious now. Oh, we got there about 12 o'clock. I said, 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah. So you were there during the daylight when you had all day and you still didn't bother to stop by. Well, traffic was getting bad, and I thought your brother had told you we were going right back home. We're gonna stay there for like a couple of hours, blah 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 blah. I said, okay. That's all I needed to hear. All I needed to hear was that you didn't get there too late. You got there at a decent hour. You could have stopped by, but because my brother was too selfish to make the extra 40 minutes to say hello in the next city over, because I wasn't that far from Fort Worth at the time. He decided to take his ass back home, drop off my dad, and then go all the way back to Houston in that same day. Which is crazy to me. Like, who drives 4 hours in a day, doesn't get a hotel room, and then drives 4 hours the fuck back? Who does that? Explain. I'm all ears. Who does that in their right mind? I'm waiting. And you had all fucking day to say hello, but drove back and chose not to say hello. I said, that's cool. And ever since then, I felt funny ever since about the motherfuckers. I just said, fuck them. But yeah. And what was funny is that last year during the holiday when I was down there, when I was showing off with the vet and stuff, it was bad. It was really bad. My sister-in-law, the one I can't stand at all, my brother's wife, I do not like her at all. And she knows I don't fuck with her or I don't like her. Because she's just stuck up. I never liked her since day one. She decided to take a family photo. And she decided to include me in it this time. But it wasn't the whole family. Get this. She goes, Daphne, why don't you get inside the photo with your dad and your brother? And I looked at her and said, oh, the two very motherfuckers that didn't want to see me when they came to Dallas? Okay. All right, I'll take the family photo and play this game. So I took the photo because I was just being nice. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful because I never disrespect my elders and I never disrespect, my mom or my dad or whatever. But I guarantee you, if my parents were not in the same vicinity of that room, I would have cussed her clean the fuck out and called her all types of names, and I would have cussed my brother clean the fuck out and called him all types of names and told him to go both fuck each other. But because I was at mommy and daddy's house and they were right there, I couldn't really say what the fuck I wanted to say. Trust me, I would have said something that I probably would have regretted. But because it was the holidays and because the children were there, who aren't really children anymore, honestly, they're grown, I wasn't trying to ruin the mood. So I decided to play along and take a photo. And of course, she never takes a photo with me, so fuck her. And my sister, well, fuck her too. She always takes photos with the kids and baby daddy and the nieces or whatever, my brother's kids, but she'll never, ever take a photo with me, and nobody else takes a photo with me. My mom hates photos. Apparently, she doesn't like to take pictures, which I understand. Some people just don't want their picture. She'd be like, don't be putting my picture on Facebook. I don't like that Facebook. Okay. And no one ever asked you to take a picture, but okay. But yeah, the only people that legit take family photos is my sister-in-law, and the kids. And then, of course, my brother-in-law, my sister's baby daddy. But yeah, other than that, no. Nobody asked me for shit. Nobody asked me to be included for shit. And for my sister-in-law to ask me to be included in a family photo at the last minute, I thought that was quite hilarious because I said, "Oh, now you motherfuckers feel guilty. Y'all feeling guilty because of that whole barbecue shindig. Now you want to include me in a family photo? Years later, by the way. Yeah, yeah, no. I said, you can have it. You can have this whole goddamn family. I don't care. I'm done with all of you." Like I said, if it ain't about my nieces, it ain't about my nephew, I don't want to hear shit. They can get a Christmas card all day long or something in the mail from Amazon. But outside of that, I will be the fun auntie that travels and that stays hella unbothered, and you will never see me again for a hot minute. And the only way I will bring my black ass somewhere down to Texas is if somebody is sick. God forbid. If somebody is literally on their deathbed, I'm not going down there. Mm-mm. I'm not going down there for no more holidays, nothing. Oh. But yeah, it's a really fine line between love and hate with our family. I hate to say it, but it's a very fine line. It's a very thin line. It's a very thin line. And I try to tell people, you only want the best, for other people, especially when it comes down to, family and stuff. But if they don't want the best in return, then what's the point? I only reciprocate what's given to me. If the energy is off, I'm not giving you the energy back. If you clearly say you don't want to fuck with me, I'm not going to fuck with you right back. That's just me. And vice versa. It's a two-way streak. I'm not going to continue going down somewhere where I don't feel fucking appreciated and then no one talks to me, but the holiday season, they want to be fake and then talk to me and then expect me to keep coming down there. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, no. Plug in my charger. My phone is about to die. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm just like, look, you want to see me? You can FaceTime me if you have iPhone. And if you don't have iPhone, you can Facebook Messenger my black ass. If you really want to see my face. Other than that, we ain't doing shit in person. We not doing shit in person. It's gonna hit them one day. Don't trust me. Blood is always thicker than water, but some people just have to learn the hard way. Yeah, you right about that. You right about that. It's gonna hit them one day. And they're gonna find out the hard way real fast when they realize I'm not coming back down there. And I think part of it, honestly, is just me alone as a person. It's not that I'm crazy. I'm not delulu or nothing. I'm a very normal person. I don't cuss nobody out. I don't call nobody out their name. I'm not a shit starter. It's just that I'm very quiet about my life. And I think a lot of them don't appreciate my lifestyle. I think that's what most of it is. Either they're too busy hating, or they're mad at the fact that I have such a free lifestyle because I don't have children and I get to do what the fuck I want to do and travel the world. I think that's the majority of it because they have kids. They can't really do that. My brother can now since his kids are practically grown, but my sister can't. She's got babies. But I think in most of it, if it's not haterade, it's just a simple fact of my lifestyle. I'm, a gay black woman, and a lot of people are very homophobic in my family. It's just the God honest truth. People are very homophobic. Do you think their significant others play a role in how they treat you? Oh, absolutely. Hell yes. 100%. The only person that I would say that would not play a significant role in how they treat me is probably my brother-in-law. That's with my sister. Uh, Pablo's a sweetheart. He's like the only one, like I said, that actually talks to me as a person. But my sister-in-law, yeah, fuck her and fuck my brother. No. Because I'm at the point where I'm just like, if you really wanted me around, if you really wanted me to be around your children, you would have said something by now. The children are practically grown. And when I say grown, I'm talking like 20 something plus grown. My niece is 23. That's the oldest one. My nephew, he ought to be about 18 by now. He's graduating, I think, this year. This should be his senior year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or I think next year he's graduating. I can't remember, but I think he just became a senior this year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, my my brother and them, yeah, no. They on their own bullshit. But I think that's what most of it is. And honestly, I would hate to say this, but sometimes I kind of blame the parents too. I think my parents had a very significant role in this too. And the only reason I say my parents is because they never kept the nucleus together. They never involved us in these a lot of family activities as we should have. You know how people take like family vacations and stuff and go places or whatever and do family reunions. We never did that. The only time we had a family vacation when I was like, I don't know, 7 years old maybe. We went to Las Vegas when we were kids. My brother at the time was like 13. My sister was like maybe 10. And half the time, I don't even remember the places we did go because half the places we went to, I was a fucking baby. So that's why I said, honestly, I kind of blame the parents. It's their fault. Because nobody wants to be around nobody. That's their problem. But yeah, no. I just feel like we're at a standstill. We're in a place where in 2025 people just don't flat out give a fuck. They just don't. They really don't give a fuck. It's sad, but it's true. Yes, my parents made sure we all got together, regardless of if there was tension amongst siblings. They discussed it all at the table. Wow. Kudos to you. Look, I have a random question. Do you come from a black family or a white family? I'm curious. Because most of these black families out here are dysfunctional as fuck, like mine. Now, I can see if I was touched on or molested, that would be a different story. Then I would be like, yeah, fuck everybody. But I wouldn't even touched on. So, I don't know what their problem is. Oh, they're black. Okay, so you have a black family. That's what's up. At least yours has some sense to actually hash it out and talk about it on the table. What's up, Matthew? Matthew's in the building. Everybody say hello to Matthew. You got to meet Miss Yo. Yes, I did. I did. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. I had a very good time with Miss Yo. We was having a ball, catching up on good times. Yeah, how you doing, Matthew? Long time no see. I haven't seen you in a minute. I've been meaning to watch your channel, but I've been so busy with work and stuff. I haven't really been paying attention to nobody's YouTube channel lately. But I'm just chilling, just rambling about life and stuff. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good Labor Day weekend? Did you have fun? Did you do anything fun? I just stayed at home. I didn't do shit. I just literally sat up here and watched a couple of movies on BET Plus. I just finished binge watching what's that show called? The Black Hamptons. It's a really good show. It's on BET Plus. A really, really good show. Are you good? That's good. That's good, Matthew. That's good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you just tuning in, I was talking about some of the life lessons I've learned between family and friends. And I was going on a whole rampage just now. But long story short, I was telling people it's a very thin line between love and hate. And I'm not saying that I hate anyone in my life. I just have a very strong disdain for certain people in my life because the way that they act. When people show you your true colors, believe it. That's all I got to say. Because I learned that people pick and choose. And if they want you around, they want you around. They don't want you around, you'll know it real fast. I just get tired of motherfuckers trying to make excuses for every little thing there is. Just be honest. Be real with me. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not seeking validation. I'm not seeking popularity. None of that. All I'm seeking is a rewarding friendship that actually, can bond, can do things, like I'm looking for people that actually want to do fun things, want to travel with me, or just hang out with me. We ain't gotta travel the world. All I'm saying is like, be honest and be open about shit. Don't hide shit from me and treat me like the third wheel. And then when you find it's convenient, for me to be around, then you call me or text me. That's all I'm saying. Don't be around motherfuckers that find it convenient to have you around when it's convenient for them. That's all I'm saying. I enjoyed your videos and shorts you upload. Your honesty is appreciated. Oh, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I just be uploading videos for shits and giggles, to be honest. I honestly don't even know what my channel's about. It's pretty sad. Because in the beginning, my intent on this channel was to share my journey with acting, because I did a lot of acting when I was in Texas. It was more like, like little roles, like being an extra or whatever. Nothing major. I did a couple of Tubi movies, but that was about it. But outside of that, I mean, I haven't really done any projects. The very last one I did here in Virginia was like kind of like a documentary, but not really. It's like one of those things called a focus group where you sit at a round table of like five other real life women and you discuss like world issues or whatever the fuck, or society issues. That's all it was. And it was actually a really good round table. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little teary eyed. We had a lifetime moment. And I did that like, I say about a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago. And it'll be on YouTube sometime. I don't know when, but it's gonna be dropping sometime later this fall, from what I was told. And the YouTube channel, I think it's called Galvanize USA, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, it's apparently a really big YouTube channel. I didn't realize how big that focus group deal was. They said that they have over 600,000 members. I said, oh shit. So don't be surprised if I go viral because I let out a lot of shit on that table. I did. But I was very polite about it. I didn't cuss because I was around a whole bunch of white women, and two, there was only one other sister at the table, so we were being very extra polite. But if we wanted to be a real nigga, oh, we would have let everything out. But we weren't about to do that. Not on that platform. We're trying to be respectful. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Just remember us when you walk on the red carpet. I will, Matthew. You know I won't forget y'all. Even if I was walking the red carpet in Hollywood somewhere, I would still legit be on YouTube. Because some of y'all's favorite celebrities, they be on YouTube and they be on TikTok. A lot of them be on Instagram and Facebook. They be going live with their followers and stuff. I would legit still be the same. I would not let fame change me. I would not let money change me. Like, I'm not the type of person that'd be like, ooh, I got money. I'm not talking to you because you're beneath me. Like, no. I'm going to still talk to you. You see how comfortable I am. I'm in my own home, wearing a big ass bonnet on my head and my nightgown. Well, it's not really a nightgown. It's just a comfy ass t-shirt and some shorts I'm wearing. But I'm comfortable. I'm feeling good. I'm in my own home. So no, it's not like I'm gonna be all dressed up in a full blown face of makeup like a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like wearing a fucking dress like, oh, let me get on here on this podcast and be somebody. Like, no. If it's not in my home, okay, I might dress up. If it's like a legit podcast invite and somebody tells me they want to do an interview with me, then yeah, you'll see me dressed up with my hair did, my makeup did, whatever. But if I'm at home, this is what you getting. I'm not getting paid to talk to y'all. Unless my black ass is getting paid, then yes, you will see me dressed up. And that's what I did at that round table. I got paid to talk to white people on a camera. And yes, I got paid for it. I got like $400 or $500 from it. I'm showing up to the premiere once you make it big. Oh, thank you, Matthew. That means a lot to me. I appreciate you. Thud says, LOL, at least you're wearing your bonnet at home. Facts. Man, let me tell you, I'm so sick and tired of seeing some of these women out here in broad daylight in public wearing they fucking bonnets. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Like, the only time you might catch me in a bonnet in public is one, I'm not feeling good and I'm at the hospital because I just don't care. I'm going to the hospital. Or I'm literally in the drive-through. But I'm not gonna get out my car and walk around in a bonnet all day. No, hell no. You don't see that shit for me. I comb my hair or I put on a wig most of the time if I go places. But yeah, I never understood it. And I've seen white girls wearing bonnets out here. It's crazy here. Like, these people do not care. A lot of these women out here will just come out in their pajamas, and that's nasty. I never understood the whole thing with the PJs and the bonnets, but the shit is not cute. I'm just like, put on some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Just try to look like something. Like I said, you ain't got to put on a full face of makeup, but you got to look somewhat presentable. That's all I'm saying. Thud says, LOL, don't come to Georgia because it's all you will see. Oh, I believe it. Child, I bet Atlanta is worse. Oh, God. I haven't been to Atlanta in years. Oh, man. The last time I was down there was like, 2011, maybe 2012. And that was because I was stationed out there in Augusta next door in the military. And even then it was bad. But now, oh God, I can't imagine what it looks like in Georgia. I cannot imagine. I mean, Virginia, I heard was ghetto in some parts, but I didn't think it was this ghetto. Like, it's real ghetto in most parts of Virginia. Like, you come out here, especially Virginia Beach. Oh God, don't get me started. I saw a TikTok not too long ago with a whole wedding. It was a whole bunch of black people that was getting married on the beach in Virginia. And there's nothing wrong with a beach wedding, but I'm just like, Virginia Beach, really? Like, that's a public beach. First of all, I'm not going to get married on a public beach where there are thousands of strangers that travel across the world that go to it and you don't have no type of privacy. And then on top of that, the beach is not even the cleanest. It's dirty. like, like there's no real blue water down there. If you're gonna get married on the beach, go to a resort, go to an island, go to Jamaica, hell, go to the Bahamas, somewhere where it's actually decent and private. That is not a private wedding. But yeah, I was laughing my ass off at that shit. I said, somebody really thought it was a good idea to go to Virginia Beach for a wedding. And you could just see all the beach bums and the homeless and the crackheads walking by, smoking their weeds and tweeds as these people were having a full blown wedding on the beach. I said, this is crazy, y'all. I said, yo, this is crazy. It's beyond me. But yeah, I was just like, But yeah, that's Virginia for you. Virginia in most parts is really ghetto. Um, I learned that most of these little towns around here, they're only thriving because they have a military base on them, sadly. Like, what's the one that's nearby? Petersburg, Virginia. Whew. Now that's a hellhole. Petersburg is so hood. They have the HBCU down there. I think it's Virginia State University, if I'm not mistaken, is down there. And then they also have the military base, Fort what was Fort Greg Adams, but now they changed the name back to Fort Lee. But yeah, if it wasn't for Fort Lee being down there and the HBCU, Petersburg would not be shit. Petersburg looks like the new age Vietnam. When you go into downtown, it looked like somebody blew that shit up at a whole bunch of abandoned buildings and crackheads. That's Petersburg. It's like a modern day version of Philly. I hate to say it, but much smaller with a whole bunch of black people in it. But yeah, outside of that base and that black college, Petersburg ain't got shit. I'm dead ass serious. They ain't shit over there. The only thing I will say though is that it's about to blow up because I just found out they're building a casino out there. And that's one thing I do appreciate about Virginia. Virginia's full of casinos. There's a casino like every square mile around here. But outside of that, they ain't nothing to brag about. But yeah, Petersburg is gonna get a big ass casino. I read about it online and it's gonna be like the size of like MGM. Like it's gonna be huge with a big ass hotel inside of it. And the brother that owns that casino, he was a football player. I don't know if y'all familiar with his name, but his name was Bruce Smith. I don't. Does it ring a bell? He was a former NFL football player that played for the Washington Redskins, and I believe he also played for, I want to say somebody like Seattle, um, Seahawks or something like that. But anyway, He spent like, I want to say 19 years in the NFL from what I read on his bio. And he was a Pro Football Hall of Famer twice. And after he retired from the NFL, he just started doing all these different business ventures. He's got at least 20 different Hilton brand hotels that he owns. He also owns a big ass shopping center somewhere around here in Virginia. That man owns a lot. He literally owns half of the East Coast. I'm so serious. That man owns a lot of shit, and he black too. Yeah, yeah. He got a lot of bread. He's full of money. That dude is full of money, and he's smart too. He's a very smart businessman. That's going to be big. Heck yeah, he played for the Buffalo Bills. That's the damn team. My bad. I don't know why I was thinking Seattle. But yeah, he played for Buffalo Bills and he also played for the Washington Redskins. That's right. He's one of your favorite players. Okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck he was. I was like, who the fuck is Bruce Smith? And my dad was like, oh, he's a legend. He's an NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer. My dad was like so excited when I told him that he was building a casino out here. I said, yeah, apparently Virginia is his home. I didn't even know he was from around here. That's why he's donating a casino here. I said, oh, they ain't nothing but a tax write-off for his ass if he lives here. So yeah, he's building a big ass casino here right now. And I believe he owns a racetrack somewhere around here. I think he owns a NASCAR racetrack, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he has a lot of pool and he has a lot of ownership around these parts. And dude is worth millions. Low key, he's worth millions. He's got a lot of money for a former NFL player. After he retired, he started making major moves on the low. He sure did, because when I started reading that bio, man, let me pull it up. You got me thinking. I'm going to pull up this bio on my laptop right now. Like, when I say this man is literally the mecca of black excellence, oh my God. I was floored just reading his bio. I was so fascinated about his story and about all his business ventures. I was like, shit, let me look this up right now. I'm going to tell you. It's going to be called Petersburg Live, is what the casino is going to be called. And I think it's going to be done hopefully by next year or the year after. I'm not too sure when it's going to be done, but they're building it right now. Like the construction is going on right now. So I can't wait. When that thing come here, man, they gonna blow the fuck out of the Virginia up. They gonna blow that shit up out the water for real. Like, I'm so excited. I was like, yes, finally, a real deal casino with tables, not just bullshit ass slot machines. And I said, finally, because the nearest one that actually has tables in it, ooh, that's probably DC. DC and the one in Dumfries, Virginia is called the Rose Gaming Resort. They have a couple of tables. But outside of the Rose and DC, I mean, those are your nearest real deal casinos with tables in them. The ones here where I'm at, them hoes is like bingo halls with the where the hood is at. That's where all the crackheads and all the grannies go to play the slot machines. They got metal detectors in that hole like they going to the damn airport. And it's kind of sad too, because you're like, damn, this is a casino? Like, what the fuck is this? I walked in there for the first time. There's a place that everybody loves to go to out here called Rosie's. Rosie's Casino. And there's a whole chain of them. They got Rosie's all over Virginia. And man, I went to the one in the south side. I said, what the fuck is this shit? I'm looking around like, what is this? And they got the brothers with wander you down with the metal detector wands. Then you got to go through the actual detector. And I said, it must be real hood for y'all to have metal detectors here, because in Louisiana and down south, where I'm at, we don't have no metal detectors in the casino. The fuck? The police is right there, but we ain't got no metal detectors in there, nah. But here, oh no, they don't play that game. Virginia got tons of metal detectors everywhere. So that just told me all I needed to know. It's real hood out here. It's really hood. But yeah, I cannot wait, man. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Let me see. I'm worried about Bruce's deal. So I found the bio, and on the bio it says Bruce attended Booker T. Washington High School in Norfolk. That's where he's from, Norfolk, Virginia. And then he played college football at Virginia Tech, where he was a twice All-American and elected to the Virginia Tech Sports Hall of Fame. He spent 19 years in the NFL playing for both the Buffalo Bills and Washington Redskins and is considered one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. Since finishing in the NFL, Bruce has specialized in the development of premier mixed use projects. His development portfolio includes the Hyatt House, big ass hotel, by the way, that's owned by Hyatt, 27 Atlantic luxury apartments, and I think that's in Virginia Beach, if I'm not mistaken. Smith's Landing Apartments, and Hilton Garden Inn at Virginia Tech. Bruce also co developed the Cosmopolitan Apartments and Block 7 and 10 at the Town Center in Virginia Beach. He also served, or he has served, on numerous charitable boards, including St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and Operation Smile. Bruce has worked with the Cordish companies as a development partner since 2008. Brother is established and the brother's got money. That's the point. Like, just learning all of his different business adventures, I was just like, damn, that brother's paid. He's paid. Like, for real. But yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait till they bring that casino here. Very, very excited. But besides Rosie's and the other one I went to with the racetrack, what's it called? Colonial Downs. That's the one I went to last weekend. It was okay. That's the one with the horse track. You could do horse betting and stuff. I actually won on the horse. I won I think I won like $150. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Now I lost on the slots. I ain't gonna lie. I lost 100 on the slots. I got 150 on the horse. And then I got my 100 back on another slot. And then I left. But yeah, they got a lot of nice casinos out here, but the really nicer, bigger ones are closer to DC and Maryland area. Everyone kept telling me to go to MGM, but my coworker told me MGM sucks, so I don't know. But I'm gonna definitely check it out later. I plan on going out there and checking it out. But the only places I've been so far is just Rosie's Casino, that ghetto ass shit. The Rose Gaming Resorts and Colonial Downs. Those are the only casinos I've been to. But as far as places I've visited since I've been here on the East Coast, I've been to Virginia Beach twice. I've been to Williamsburg. Williamsburg is a nice, cute little town, not too far from here. They actually have a cool ass theme park called Busch Gardens. I went to Busch Gardens. It was okay. It was all right. And let's see, where else did I go? Let's see, Williamsburg, Virginia Beach. I've been to DC twice already, and Baltimore. But I really didn't do much in Baltimore. I just did like a little boat trip. And after the little boat trip, I just stayed in my room and chilled majority of the weekend. And then I came on back. But yeah, I wasn't down there very long. I spent like a day or two down there and I came on back. But I haven't really explored too much over here. Everyone keeps telling me to go check out King's Dominion. It's another theme park. Somebody told me it's a really nice one, similar to like Six Flags. I played blackjack for the first time on a cruise. Ooh, I had no idea what I was doing and somehow won $800. Damn. Yeah, that's a lick. $800, man. I wish I would have won $800. That would be nice as hell. I was just waving my hand when it was my turn, like how I saw the other players doing. Damn. Man, you got lucky. 800 on the table, bro. You know how hard that is? That's hard. Yeah, that's hard right there. The most I would say I won on a table, I think I was playing blackjack. This was years ago in Albuquerque, New Mexico, when I was stationed out in El Paso. I did the same shit too. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just like, hit me, hit me, hit me. I just kept saying hit me because I was copying the other people. And I hit like $500 on the table. And it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I left. Because me and my homeboy, we stayed out there for like the whole weekend. And then we left the next day. It was so funny. But yeah, that was like the most I've ever won on a table. And I played craps like maybe once in Louisiana. I never won on craps. If I did win, it was like $20, $30. It wasn't much. But I tell you, the most that I won on slot machine, oh man. I hit $1,400 one time in Louisiana. I'll never forget that shit. That's why I miss it so much. I miss Louisiana a lot. Like, if it wasn't Louisiana, I was hitting in Oklahoma. I always hit in Oklahoma. The very last time I went was right before I left. Matter of fact, I went to Oklahoma like right before Christmas time, and I hit like I think I went on my birthday weekend. Yeah, my birthday weekend. I hit I want to say close to $800 on a slot machine. Now I think about it, yeah, I hit $800 for my birthday in Oklahoma. I'll never forget it. And I think this was it last year or the year before last year? I can't remember which year it was, but I think it was the year before last year. I hit $800 on the slot machine. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I was just in shock. Man, I felt so good. But when I hit that 1400, ooh, man, you couldn't tell me nothing. I hit that cashier window so quick, cashed out that little ticket, and went straight back to my hotel room. I felt so happy. I was just like, yes, got me some spending money now. I'm about to chill. I'm about to go the fuck home and lay up and go fucking whatever the fuck. I was just like, I'm about to get lit. I'm about to go get drunk. I was having a ball. I was at a bar. I went to the spa. I can't remember what I did, but I know I went to the spa. I went to the bar. I did all types of shit. I went out to a steakhouse, ate at a steakhouse. Like I was just chilling. But yeah, man, I was having a party when I was down there gambling. Man, every time I hit the gambling, I was just partying, partying, partying. But it was all about fun. I don't like really losing money like that. I'm not a serious gambler, but I like to play for fun every now and then on occasion. I might go for my birthday or go during like a holiday, like whenever they have those giveaways for the holiday. But if I'm bored and I just want to explore something, I might play a slot or two, but I'm not going to be out there all day playing, trying to prey on the jackpot. Like, no. And I honestly got lucky when I hit that 1400 in Louisiana. Oh man, I got hella lucky. But technically, you know what? That one wasn't actually Louisiana. That one was actually on the border of Louisiana. It was technically Texas, but it was like a gaming hall because y'all know in Texas gambling is illegal. That's why you have to go to Louisiana, Mississippi, or Oklahoma nearby to go gamble, unfortunately, which is stupid. But it was a gaming hall. I forgot where it was located. Let me look it up. I remember the place was called Niskila. If you ever hear somebody going to Niskila, yeah, they about to get some bread. That's the mecca of gambling. It's in Livingston, Texas. So Livingston is technically on the border. It's close to Louisiana, but it's literally on the border. But yeah, that's like East Texas. But yeah, man, I'll never forget when I hit that 1400. I was so fucking happy, and I only put $20 in that hole. No, $100. I put $100 bill in there, and I was playing off that same $100 bill. And the first bonus I hit was 500. Then I seen all these lions and tigers pop up on my machine and it hit 900 on the spin. I said, God damn. I said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Didn't cash this shit. I ain't playing this back. I cashed that shit out so fast. Ooh, my hands was hot. I was just itching. But yeah, those were fun days. Yeah, but yeah, Niskila, it's a tiny ass hole in the wall. Ain't shit in there. It's a nice little gaming hall, but ain't shit in there. But yeah, that's where I hit that 1400. And then the one in Oklahoma where I hit the 800 on my birthday was what's the name of it? WinStar. If you ever in Oklahoma, I highly suggest you check out WinStar Casino. That was my jam. And that one's located in Durant, Oklahoma, which is about 2 hours outside of Dallas. It's not too far. And it's about maybe an hour and a half from Oklahoma City. But yeah, man, I tell anybody, you better take your ass to WinStar. WinStar be hitting. I remember one time I went to WinStar, somebody hit $1 million out there. I was like, shit. But the only reason why they got 1 million is because the casino was doing a giveaway. They like to do giveaways all the time. And they said 2 lucky winners would win $1 million. I said, God damn. Or no, it was one lucky winner. One lucky winner would win $1 million. But yeah, they would give away like Every other hour, they say somebody won 10,000, so and so won 25,000, so and so won 50,000, so and so won $1 million. Yeah, Oklahoma be giving away money like nobody's business, like clockwork. Yeah, $1 million. And I want to say it was right before Christmas time. Somebody said that I want to say it was like or during Christmas time. No, it was during Christmas time. It was right before New Year's. They did a big old giveaway. Said we giving away $1 million, so one lucky winner. And every other hour, when they call your name, it's 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, and then $1 million. Yeah, yeah. And the craziest part is that during that same weekend, they said Oklahoma was so packed and so busy, they had to shut down the street because the hotels were booked. It was so bad that weekend when they were doing that giveaway. And I saw people who came from places like Arizona. People flew in or drove from places like Arizona, New Mexico, and all types of places outside of Texas for that giveaway that year. I said, this is crazy. Who the fuck drives hours to a casino for a giveaway? Like, I'm talking like 10 hours for a fucking giveaway. Now I can see if you like maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, maybe hell, maybe even four. But you drove 10, 12 hours for a giveaway. You'd be surprised. People from all over, from everywhere, would literally go straight to Oklahoma every time they had a giveaway. It was crazy. But yeah, Oklahoma would be giving that money out. Louisiana, it depends on what part you go. Sometimes they give out money, sometimes they don't. But the last time I seen a giveaway in Louisiana, ooh, that was probably like 5 years ago, pre-pandemic. Man, we was hitting hard at Delta Downs Casino and Racetrack. That was my jam. But after the pandemic, business started slowly drying up. They started losing people. People started quitting. Layoffs started happening, and then the casino went to shit. It's still there, but it's not as good as it used to be. They don't really do giveaways like that no more. But Oklahoma, psh, I tell anybody, you want some money, take your ass to Oklahoma. That's where all the giveaways are. Like I would legit get all these. You know how they get them flyers in the mail and they tell you like when the events are coming up and when you got like all these different giveaways and stuff. They would always send me these flyers for like free plays and free hotel stays, and that's how I learned about all the events. But it was cool. Keita, what's up, Keita? How you doing? Everybody say hello to Keita. Welcome Keita to the room. She said I finally caught a live. Hey Keita. Long time no see. I know it's been a while since I've been on here. I was telling them about my old casino stories. After I went on a rant and rave earlier talking about life lessons. But yeah, man, I miss the fuck out of Oklahoma and Louisiana sometimes because those are the places I would really be hitting the jackpot. So serious. I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing, Keita? I'm just up here rambling, running my mouth as usual. I need to be in the bed, so I got to get up in the morning and go to work. Ugh. But I figured I'd come on here and say hello to you guys, check in, see how everybody's doing. Because I know I haven't been live on here in a minute. It's been a while. But I was telling everybody also they're building a brand new casino out here in Virginia. It's like about maybe 30, 45 minutes away from where I'm currently at in Virginia. And it's going to be a big ass casino. It's going to be called Live Petersburg, Virginia. That's where the Black College is at and where the military base is at. But yeah, they gonna blow Central Virginia out the water real fast with that casino when it get built. It's supposed to be done either sometime next year or the year after. And it's owned by a black dude. The black guy that owns that casino, he was a former NFL player. Very famous, legendary player named Bruce Smith. I don't know if that rings a bell, but he played for Buffalo Bills and Washington Redskins back in the day. I'm surprised you're not off for the holiday. Oh, shit. Nigga, I'm glad you said something. You sure right. Duh. I am off for the holiday. Oh, man. I'm so glad. I was literally about to set my alarm and get my dumb ass up. I am off for the holiday. Thank you, Keita, for reminding me. It is Labor Day tomorrow. Oh, my God. I would have been a plum fool going to a dark ass building. I'm worrying about work, talking about I gotta get my work clothes out and I gotta get up in the morning. I ain't gotta do shit tomorrow. You sure right. Thank you, Keita. Now I can really talk to you guys. I totally forgot about that shit. I do go to work on Tuesday. I was thinking tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, I do need a drink. I do need a drink for this shit. I do. And I ain't got no more alcohol in here. I drank all of it up. Oh my God. My brain. That's how you know I don't know what day it is. I don't be paying attention to shit. I knew it was a holiday weekend, but I didn't realize tomorrow is Labor Day and I'm off. So yeah, I am off tomorrow. You right about that. Mm-hmm. Because boo boo, I'm a contractor. I work for the government, so I know for damn sure I'm off. Yes, Lord, we on banker hours. I normally go in from 7:30 to 4 o'clock, sometimes 8 a.m. It depends. But yeah, we get all the holidays off as contractors, thank God. But yeah, I totally skipped my mind. This is how you know I don't be paying attention. My brain be scrambled. It's sad. I was thinking tomorrow's fucking Tuesday. Lord have mercy. It's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Mm-hmm. You sure right. Tomorrow is Monday, and it is a holiday. Tomorrow show is. Mm-hmm. I wasn't even thinking. Hell, I might Uber in the morning, go get some Uber monies. I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling, I might. Let's see. I might set my alarm and still get up and probably get out of here by like, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Go walk in the park, and after I finish my little walk, I might Uber. I don't know, get that holiday money. Because sometimes they give us holiday promos on Uber. It depends. But yeah, sure is a holiday tomorrow. You sure right. I wasn't even thinking. Lord. That's how you know I'm getting old. And I'm only 37. I'm getting way older. But I still get carded faithfully everywhere I go. It don't matter if I'm at the gas station, if I'm at the Wawa or the Sheets, which is another gas station that's very popular here on the East Coast. I get carded like a motherfucker. I don't know why people think I'm so young, but every time I go somewhere, everyone's carding me. It don't matter where I'm at. They'd be like, "You got your ID, hon?" Yeah. And then I ask them, "How old do you think I am?" "Oh, no, you could probably pass for like maybe 21, 22. You look very young. It's kind of hard to tell." So I said, "So I don't look older than 25?" "No, not at all." I was just like, "Well, here's newsflash. I'm 37, damn near 40. But okay." I guess black don't crack. Shit, I don't know. Well, you take care of yourself and you ain't on hard shit. Black don't crack. I try to tell people, you know, you take care of yourself, you be all right. But I just think it's hilarious. Even when I go to casino, oh, they faithfully card my black ass at the casino. They do not play that game. I'm like, damn. Now, I didn't get carded at the racetrack. That was the funny part. They didn't card me for the alcohol, but they carded me to make sure I was 21 and up before I got inside the casino, which I understand because people do make fake IDs. But yeah, they'd faithfully be carding my black ass in the casino, depending on where I'm at. I just think it's so hilarious, though. I think it's so funny. But yeah, it's wild, man. It's so wild. I cannot believe tomorrow is Monday and it's a holiday. Lord have mercy. I can actually just chill. And I slept all day yesterday. Oh my God. I didn't wake up till 4 o'clock in the evening. That's it. It's a damn shame. I had my alarm set, but I slept through it. I didn't even hear that damn thing go off. And I woke up like around 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I went right back to fucking sleep. It was so funny. But yeah, once I got up, I started doing my meal prep, and I got my slow cooker on, but I put it on low earlier. And I made me some homemade fire roasted tortilla soup. And it smells good as hell. I haven't tasted it yet though. I'm gonna probably eat some tomorrow. But I had ordered me some DoorDash earlier. I had me some wings and some fries and some Texas toast. Let me show you my Texas toast. I haven't even touched it. Been sitting here yapping all night. Look how big this toast is. It's a big ass piece of toast, just like the Waffle House. But yeah, I was tearing up the wings earlier. But yeah, I'm just trying to eat right, get back into the routine of meal prepping because I've been lazy. I ain't gonna lie. I've been ordering DoorDash like clockwork and I got tired of spending money. I'm gonna tell you what ticked me off. Yesterday when I went, or Saturday when I went to the store, before I went to the grocery store, I went to Jason's Deli. It's like a sandwich shop. You can get like sandwiches, salads, kind of like Panera Bread. And I went to grab me, what did I grab? I went to grab, trying to think, what did I grab at Jason's Deli? Oh, I remember now. I grabbed a loaded potato, which I probably did not need. All them damn carbs and stuff was bad. And then I also grabbed a cup of soup. It was like a spicy seafood gumbo. It had like shrimp in it and like rice, kind of like a Louisiana Creole soup. It was really good. And a strawberry shortcake for dessert. Don't judge me. Don't y'all know for them 3 items, they charge my ass $25 for them 3 items? I said $25 for what? I didn't even order real food. I said, oh fuck no. That shit pissed me off. I said if I got to pay $25 for a baked potato, a cup of soup, and a pastry, I'm done. I said, now I'm about to get back on my meal prep. I said, I'm going to meal prep. I'm going to make a whole bunch of slow cooker recipes. The fall season coming. So it's slow cooker season now, baby. I'm slow cooking it up. I don't care if I got to make mushroom soup, and I don't even eat mushroom soup. I will do whatever I can to save my coins, boo-boo. Best believe that shit. Oh, yeah, that shit pissed me off yesterday. I just woke up an hour ago and that soup is gonna be fire. You can eat the toast with your soup. Right. Facts. Facts. It is. And it smells so, so good. I might take a small spoonful to see how it tastes. I haven't really tasted it yet, but it smells really, really good. I chopped up an onion, and I hate onions, but I slivered the hell out of it and chopped it up in a million pieces to saute them so I can't taste them, just for extra seasoning. And I put in some, since I didn't have cumin, because you're supposed to add cumin and ground pepper and salt and paprika and chili powder. I added chili powder, Cajun seasoning, since I didn't have the cumin, salt, pepper, paprika, and chili powder. And I also added some bay leaves in there too to make it nice and pretty and sparkly or whatever you want to call it. And then I added a bunch of tomatoes and a bunch of beans. Like I added like 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes and like regular tomato. And then I added 2 cans of black beans. And the recipe also said you can either use fresh corn or canned corn. So instead of canned corn, I use fresh corn because it said that the other corn you had to use was defrosted, like frozen corn, and I don't like a lot of frozen vegetable shit. So I added fresh corn on the cob. I was scraping them hoes down, putting them in the little slow cooker, and I said, "Ooh, I cannot wait!" Because ever since I've tried like fresh corn from the actual corn stalk, I've never looked back. Like I used to be that person that would get corn in the can. Shit. That shit better be coming fresh off the damn beanstalk. I'm not eating it. There's a really, really distinct difference from fresh corn and canned corn. I'm serious. Until you try it, you're not gonna know. Like, I've never looked back. Like, it tastes so much better than canned corn, in my opinion. But yeah, that's all I added. And then I added 2 chicken breasts. And then I added a pack of chicken thighs. And the only reason I did both is because I didn't know how big the breasts were going to be. And I didn't know how long they were going to last. Because I made a big ass slow cooker of it. I'm going to show y'all real quick. Hold on. Because y'all ain't going to know until y'all actually see the slow cooker. But let me bring my phone over there and show y'all real quick. Oh, man. But yeah, that slow cooker, I would probably say this ought to last me about a good I'd probably say about a week or two, maybe longer. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of it. Take a look. So here go the top, right? And here go the inside of my fire roasted tortilla soup. Don't it look good, y'all? It look good, don't it? Yeah, baby. Let me get a spoonful so you can see all the veggies because y'all can't see all that stuff from the juice. Hold on. Get my little spoon here and show y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Ah, yes, honey. It's going to be yummy too, baby. I can't wait to try it. But you see all the vegetables right there? That corn and tomato and onion and stuff. Y'all see all that stuff? Don't it look good? Ooh, baby, that look good, don't it? Yes, sir. I might try a little spoonful tonight. I don't know yet. I'm still debating. But yeah, that's all I got going on. I ain't got nothing else going on. I'm just chilling. Now I can relax more thinking, man, I don't know what it was, but my anxiety was up earlier. I was thinking I had to get in the bed and get up in the morning after my little rant and rave earlier. Excuse me. It was so funny. I'm so glad you reminded me that tomorrow is a holiday. But ooh, it's almost 1 o'clock. I did not realize how late it is on here. I'd have been running my mouth for hours and hours and hours. Don't make no damn sense. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not mean to keep y'all on here this long. But I appreciate y'all for coming through, hitting the live. Oh, and by the way, this is a new bonnet. I found this bonnet from the TikTok shop, and it was cheap. Girl, the bonnet was like $5, in case you're wondering. It's a very comfortable one, too. Yeah, I love TikTok shop. But yeah, I'll see you next time, Keita. It was good seeing you. It was good seeing everybody. Thank y'all for joining the live and tuning in. I'm about to get off of here, and I'm trying to lay it down and call it a night since I ain't got nothing else to do. But y'all take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.